Hey, Coach, I'm so excited you found our YouTube channel. Let me know how I can help. If you click up above or down below, you'll find other resources, everything that you would want to become a better basketball coach. Go check out teachhoops.com. That is the one-stop shopping for basketball coaches. It's resources, it's practice plans, it's how to deal with parents, it's how to deal with NBA guys, which was a good one. Let me know how I can help you become a better basketball coach on this journey. Hope you enjoy the video.
All right. So, Coach, usually I have to have you explain what we're talking about, but I don't have to have you do that on this one because we're talking about baseline out of bounds plays. So before we jump into this, what do you look for in a baseline out of bounds play?
Number one, two things. I like to run series of out of bounds plays. So,
and what do you mean by that?
If I'm going to run a 14 flat, then I want to have 5 to 6 different plays that are all out of 14 flat.
And to explain to people what you mean by 14 flat.
Okay, 14 flat, meaning I got one guy taking the ball out of bounds, and then I got 4 guys across, two guys at the block, and 2 guys spread out to the corners along the baseline.
So Coach is using 14 flat. I call a low 1-4. There's lots of different ways of talking about it. So I just wanted to make sure everyone knew what you were talking about. So he's talking about a low 1-4, where 4 guys across, 2 on the block, 2 in the corners, and then 1 guy throwing it in. Go.
That's the first thing I look for. Second thing I look for is how can I use that and attack directly into my offense? I want to attack out of everything, whether it's my sideline out of bounds, my baseline out of bounds, everything. I want to be pushing the pace. I don't want the defense to have an opportunity to get set, and I want something that's seamlessly going to flow right into our continuity or whatever it is that we want to do.
Okay.
To put pressure on the defense. So those are the two things.
So you want a set that you're using consistently, like a low 1-4 or 14 flat, and then you want to be able to get into your offense. Perfect. That's okay. Correct. All right. So we're going to talk about this low 1-4.
Yeah. So here's one here. It's
flat.
Baseline out of bounds, 14 flat, and I call it Utah 2 or Pride. So this is a very simple play. Number 1 is just going to flash high and receive the pass from number 3. That's the entry. So we want to make sure that 1 is getting into X1, kind of get his elbow in, and then pop up high so we can make that pass first and foremost, okay? Number 3 will pass the ball to 1. As that's happening, number 5 is just going to sprint into a ball screen, okay? And number 1 is going to come off that ball screen. Now, there's a couple different things you can do here. It's a simple, I call Pride, but my Pride offense is just a simple roll and replace offense. So What happens here is number 1, if you look at frame 2, comes here. Number 5 could just roll, and number 3 will come from out of bounds, and he'll just pop. Okay. So what usually happens? What happens when number 3 inbounds the ball? His defender turns his head, and what's going on over here? And he falls asleep and wide open. So that's a wide open shot a lot of times for this throwback pass, right? Here. So that we can take advantage of. So that's that. But that's our basic guy. So if I just call Pride, then I can call Pride 2 or Utah 2. And what that is, it's kind of like veer action, where number 5 sprints to set a ball screen and is now going to set a second down screen. So now it's really going to clear up number 3. And if X5 wants to come off and help on that, then we can have number 5 just slip right into this area here. Okay. Very simple inbounds play.
I like that.
Now, if we don't have a shot here, you can see here too, if 3 doesn't have a shot here, you got to remember 5 is going to be right here. 3 is going to have the ball up here. 1 can space. And now we got high-low game here. So we want him to seal as soon as he sets that down screen right in here, and we can look at the high-low game.
Okay.
And we got a spread offense.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
So you can see here, I went into that in frame 3. You can set it up with different guys, whatever. 1 pops out, 4 hits 1, immediate ball screen, 5 rolls. We make the throw back pass to 4, and then we dump the ball in here to number 5. Because remember, we're setting the screen, we're reverse sealing, and we're getting low position there. If we don't have it, we'll just swing the ball to 3, or 4 can just come into a dribble handoff, and we're coming into that action too. 4 could set a down screen, 5 could pop, we got space, we a kick to 2. You got tons of options that you can kind of play out.
Okay. Yeah, I love that there's more than one action on that. I mean, there's so many reads on this. So will this work against man or zone or both?
So this is man. We want to run this one against man. The second one I'm going to give you is a zone one. But again, this is 2 plays in 1. So we're calling it pride or Utah. Now I like to call it 2 different things because I run Utah action and I run pride action. So it keeps the defense from going, I'm not calling pride all the time. I'm calling pride, then I'm calling Utah. It's the same play.
Right.
And then I call Utah 2 and pride 2. So I just called 4 different plays and they're like, what? The defense can't key in on it. So, but it's the same thing. So just when I call 2, remember, we just set a second screen. That's it.
Okay.
Yep. So the second play here, this one's called Cyclone. This is against a zone, and this is a simple play. Again, it's out of our 14 flat alignment. And what happens is 1 is just going to clear out, and 2 is going to come off, kind of like in AI action, Iverson action. If you aren't familiar with that, basically it's just 2 sprinting off 2 screens here by 5 and number 4.
I love this action. I do this. Yeah. And
then comes all the way. Do you have the same play?
I do. Very similar. I love that double screen because we can pin on this.
That's where I'm heading. Yep.
Yeah. So we score on this, especially if you got a decent big that can pin. It works really well, especially in high school.
Yep. So this is just decoy. 1 pops and 2 is popping out here. But as soon as 2 clears number 4, 4 is going to go set a screen for 5. 5's just going to curl around.
Right.
So what has to happen here is X5 has got to take 5.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what you were talking about. 4 seals here, and look who's wide open.
Poof. To be honest with you, the hardest part is not to seal; it's the pass.
Yeah.
It's teaching the inbounder how to you got that backboard. Sometimes you can't really. There's just some issues with that, but
you know what? I'm setting, and we got this decoy action, so we're trying to. What we're teaching number 3 to do is look over here the whole time. Look over here, ball fake over here, get everybody thinking the ball is coming here, and this is where the action's going, and then boom, we come back to the side.
I know that's a hard thing to teach them. It really is. It's like you gotta fake. I use the analogy. It's like go talk to the one girl, even though you want to dance with the other one, because the other one will see that you're talking to her, and they all laugh. They go, "Go, coach." It's like, well, it's true. Like, go flirt with her, even though you want to dance with her. And, it's like, okay, coach.
Well, even if you can't make that pass too, I mean, here's something that you can do. I'm just looking at it, right? Let's say you can't make that pass and you got to make the pass here to 2. So 2's now got the ball here in the corner. Yeah. Then all of a sudden we make that pass up here to 1. Okay. Now we can go into what everybody runs against the zone, right? 2 sets the screen, and 3 can pop back out here to the corner. We could flash high here and get an overload. 5 could somehow kind of clear out or something like that. So then we have like an overload or whatever you want to do.
We're going to talk zone offense. We need to add that to our list in the future, coach.
No question.
People always ask me about that. All right. So where would they find this one, coach? Oh, wait, we have another one?
Yeah. No. This is the first one.
This is the first one. Where do they find that? Where do they find this?
I have the Blob playbook that is specifically just all baseline out of bounds plays. It comes in I think I have about 5 or 6 different alignments.
Yeah. Okay. Alignments.
Different sets that you can run different things out of and pick what's best to you. I also have a Blobs and Slobs playbook that you get everything all in one. So you get your sideline out of bounds and your baseline out of bounds.
Okay, and then so you have do you have 3 or 2 there? Do you have a baseline by itself, a sideline by itself, and then together?
Together, correct.
Okay. So I'll put all 3 of those down below, so people can find them. And then if you want the PDF of this or watch the video, if you're listening, I'll put a link down in the show notes. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com up above and down below. Let me help you win championships just like me, lots of rings. Teachhoops.com is a community. It's mentoring for me, one-on-one calls, office hours, you name it. We'll help you, and lots of resources. So make sure you go over and check it out. Let me know how we can help you become a better basketball coach.